What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to
Another one.
If you're new here joining us today, I go by Forever, and I appreciate you guys for being here today. Thank you. All my OSGs, go ahead and comment down if you know what time it is. Shout out to all of my OSGs. I appreciate and love each and every one of you guys. Okay, thank you for the love and support. You guys know the drill. Before we start, we have to do two things. If you're unsure on how to find your life path number, it is very, very, very simple. We actually have the equation right here down below, how to find your life path number. Okay, it's even titled. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the month you were born, you're gonna add that to the date and the year you were born. So for an example, down below looks something like this: 12, and this is just a random birthday, 12 plus 21 plus 1992. We'll do the easy math first. 12 plus 21 equals 33. Add 33 to the 1992, comes out to 2025. From there, this is where people get confused. You're going to add 2025 into itself, which means 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. Excuse me. That comes out to 2 plus 7, and it boils down to 9. So if you are a life path number 9, you have found the right place. But if you're not a life path number 9, you might want to consider sticking around, because who knows, your mama, your daddy, your significant other, your brother may be a life path number 9. Therefore, this information might be helpful for you. Okay, last but not least, guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do so. Join the channel as well if you would like to join the channel and support what we do on here. If you find anything useful from this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you definitely also have any questions, please be sure to write it down in the comments below, or if you just want to share some love, as you OSGs usually do. And then last but not least, hit that notification bell. James, tell them so they can get it where? Fresh off the grill. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's start off with what you guys are. Life path number 9s, humanitarians. Let's talk about the meaning of life path number 9s. Okay, so starting off, life path number 9 is the path of the humanitarian, or people who want to change the world and make it a better place to live in. So you guys are the people who are here for a purpose, to make it better for everybody. Their actions are always people-oriented and filled with compassion for others. They shun power but take up the crest only if the position can benefit people and help those in need. So they don't want power unless it's going to benefit people that need it. They love to be a part of organizations that work for the betterment of people, or some religious organizations as well. They have a very superior sense of morals and a strong value system, with clear definitions of right and wrong in their life. Life path number 9 people feel that their existence is incomplete if they do not take their contributions towards some great cause. So we said it here first, you guys are the humanitarians, so you're here for the greater good, not just for the people around you, but for society, but for the world. Okay, so shout out to number 9s out there that are making this world a better place. When we get to the celebrities, you guys are gonna really see, like, wow, these people have really impacted my life. Okay, let's go down to love. Let's talk about your love life. Okay, people born with the life path number 9 love to be single, as the concept of relationships does not go down well with them. Probably because they're so focused on the world, right? You guys are so focused on living for the greater good versus trying to establish a relationship where it's just you and somebody else. Nevertheless, the term soulmate gives them much pleasure at all. Okay, neither does the term soulmate give them much pleasure at all. Okay, so they don't care about soulmates. They don't care about twin flames. They care about everybody. They hate emotional dramas, persuasiveness, jealousy, and other such concepts linked with relationships. Much people born with number 9 look at the concept of relationships with disgust. You guys don't like relationships, okay? Even sex does not appeal much to them, and they perform it only for the act of procreation. So if you're a life path number 9, you've probably noticed yourself, hey, I'm not really here to have one night stands. I'm not really here to be tied down in a relationship. Your guys' sole purpose the way your energetic makeup is, you guys have to do things that is global, right? Versus individual. That's just how you guys rock. So you have to take note of that because you still need to have an individual life. So although that some of these things, like being a humanitarian, are important, you need to realize that it's also just as important for you to live life, have relationships, and explore those, and not just help the whole world. Because to be honest with you, number nine, we're not here as individuals to help the world. We're here to be, and this is for all life path numbers, but especially for you because you're getting it here. We're here to be the greatest versions of ourselves, which means we're here to be the happiest every day. Naturally, organically, that's who we are. We're light, we're happy people, we're happy beings. So we're here to be that every day, unconditionally. And I believe when you are that unconditionally, that's where you're able to spread that love throughout the world. Okay, so it's very, very important for you not to just give, also to receive for yourself. Okay, let's talk about your career, guys. Let's talk about what you're going to be getting into. People born with a life path number 9 are blessed with a number of talents and thus might find it very difficult to stick to just one job throughout their life. You guys bounce around from job to job, and let me tell you, I know that I have been doing the same thing, or I have done the same thing in my life until I finally realized, hey, this is my purpose. This is my path. They are extremely good at teaching and preaching, and thus they make great priests and religious heads. They have an excellent flair in arts, and their artistic flair is unmatched. Number 9 people have a strong sense of humanitarian attitude, and hence they also love working for some great cause. So you guys have a great humanitarian attitude because you guys love working for a great cause. They may rise to the top if they work with some charitable organization that works for the benefit of humankind. Their healing nature, artistic and creative abilities will help them in becoming writers, painters, psychic readers, architects, musicians, designers, etc. So not only are you guys great with arts, but when you think of art, you almost think of on a larger scale. Architecture is a way an artist can contribute on a larger scale. Psychic reading, especially when you're doing something like that on YouTube or on a platform like this, you're able to truly contribute on a large scale and impact people. I think arts is one of the greatest ways to truly impact a human being versus just science and knowledge. Arts cultivated and mixed with science and knowledge, I think, is the best. The left brain and the right brain in one. Okay, let's talk about your positive traits, okay? You know what? Let's talk about the negative traits first. And what do we use? Comment down below if you know the word we like to use, because negative isn't really a tasteful word on this channel. The word we like to use is contrast. So let's talk about some contrast that you go through in life in order to become greater, the greater version of yourself, okay? It says... A terrible temper is what ruins the picture perfect image of the people born with life path number 9. They are a terrible temper. Okay, you guys mad? Are you mad out there sometimes? And just being mad, that's not how you want to feel. So that's the clue in order to find out what's making you mad, to shift. Simple. They are impatient and hate it if their plans are delayed even to the slightest bit. These people are poor judges of character and thus their kind and loving nature can be misused and manipulated by clever and cunning people. Many a times they give up hopes as they feel betrayed and cheated by people they have helped. And indeed, they do suffer as many people just use their generous nature to fulfill their own selfish needs. So whenever you guys feel like you are being won-overed, whenever you guys feel like you're being disrespected, number 9, you don't really digest that well. You guys really do not care for that. And it can piss you off. So they are eccentric in nature, which is why many people do not understand their potential, okay? Because you guys are very eccentric, which means you guys think outside of the box, right? You guys think outside of yourselves. They are miles away from being suitable about their ideals, which may be a cause of embarrassment for them at all times. That is a great point to when I said you are not here to correct the whole world, because that's when they say you're miles away from being suitable to your ideas, which may cause embarrassment. We're not here to take on and be the whole entire version of God. We're here to be a fragment, a segment, as we all are on this earth, of God. So when you guys try to bite off more than you can chew and eat, you guys, one, will feel a sense of displeasure, a sense of what's the word that I'm looking for? Source, help me out. The word that I'm looking for, a sense of resentment, because you feel like that is your cause. Thus, you'll be embarrassed around your peers, around people, because you haven't done what you're here to do. Okay. Now let's talk about the positive traits really quickly. Okay. Positive traits. We'll take our time. Okay. People born with the life path number 9 are very loving and compassionate individuals who very well understand people and their respective needs. These individuals strive to make this world a better place to live in. They are broad-minded people who accept people as they are with all their flaws. They have high levels of tolerance and accept people's desires and weaknesses. Okay, you guys accept people. You guys accept people. You guys understand that there's different varieties of circumstances, of walks of life. Thus, you guys are able to connect and accept all. They have high levels of tolerance and accept people's desires and weaknesses. Life path number 9 people are very good at networking and have a very wide social circle, which comes in handy when they have to help someone in need. They may not be that well-to-do financially, but wealth means very little to these individuals who are much beyond materialistic needs. And I started shaking my head there because it just makes sense. You guys don't need wealth. The wealth for you is in restoring balance around you, restoring balance into the world. That is where your wealth is. And I can assure you, if that's where you focus your energy, you focus your life at, the wealth will come alongside of the humanitarianism. All right. They're loving, They love to travel and see new places. They have a very powerful psychic ability. Okay, you guys are very psychic. And you think about the number 9, right? Number 9 is the last number in the numeric sequence, right? You got 0, or that's not a number technically, but you got 1 through 9, right? So when we think about number 9, 9 is that number that is traveled throughout all the numbers, right? And it is the last number of the sequence. So you think of wisdom, you think of intellectual vibes when you think about number 9, because you've been there, you've done that, you've experienced physical world, and you come from obviously non-physical world. So your psychic abilities are probably some of your strongest abilities. Their loving and caring nature draws people to them. They are great listeners and have an ability to make people better almost instantly. They demonstrate this connect to others through action rather than just preaching about it. Number 9 people also have a deep understanding of life and its philosophies. Their rich thoughts generally find expression in the form of works of art instead of speech. Just like we said, you guys are probably going to be better off expressing, like 8 is more so of a diplomat. So they're better off being in the 9 to 5, so to speak, being more left brain minded versus you guys are more intellectual, you guys are more philosophical. So your greatest bet as far as career goes and as far as a positive life goes, you guys are going to really thrive when it comes to sharing your abilities, your knowledge, your wisdom through art, okay? Through artwork, okay? Last but not least, we made it through all of the literature. Let's look at some famous people. Let's look at some well-known people. Shout out to my girl, India Ari. Okay, India Ari. I didn't know. Look, you can find out some other information. Her and Chris Tucker were together. I didn't know that. It don't really matter, though. India Ari, if you don't know who she is a soul R&B singer. A legend. Walking, living legend. Okay, we got Jack Black. You guys don't know who Jack Black is? You better go. You better go to the movies or something. Jack Black. One of my favorite movies that I've recently watched is Tropic Thunder. I love that movie. You know, even though it's a little crazy, I do like that movie. He's in that. You got Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay, money, 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 money. What is that? What is that one? With Tom Cruise. I forgot what that movie was, but this is a great actor. You see right here, he's been going through some things, but you know what? I feel like he's still on that divine path. Okay, Spike Lee. And now, when you see Spike Lee, right, you see some of the other people that are going to come up here. You can really put that number 9. This guy's a producer. He's been producing since a young age, and he's one of the best producers in the movie industry. I don't know, for some reason, you know, the way that he makes his movies, you can kind of see the wisdom, and any kind of producer for that matter, you know, they do have a lot of wisdom, especially producers like him or what's the guy's name? Peele, Kay and Peele or whatever, because those guys have a lot of depth and meaning to their movies. We got Jada Pinkett Smith, okay? I don't know if she's still in an entanglement. Can't even say it. There it is right there. Okay. She's the one in the middle. Okay. You guys know who Will Smith is, I'm sure. And that's August Alsina. But Jada Pinkett Smith, life path number 9. Let's try to stay on topic. We got Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is a supermodel. Okay. We got Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's a great guy. He's in The Mask. He's in Yes Man. He's in all these different. He's in what's that one movie where he, and also another life path number 5 you're about to see here. The one where he's God. I forget what it is, but yeah, great actor. We have Harrison Ford. I never was a huge, not to say I wasn't a huge fan, but I never was a huge advocate of him, just because I never was a crazy fan of. For some reason, when I clock on to these life path videos, I can't remember anything besides numbers. What is the movie with Harrison Ford where they go and they find treasure? You guys know what I'm talking about. You got Morgan Freeman, okay? You could clearly see this brother's a 9, especially when you see him act, okay? He full of wisdom. He just feels like, I look at him, I feel like I'm learning looking at him. Look at this face. Look at this face. Knowledge. I just learned about life path 11 already, okay? Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. OG. OG. We got Whitney. We got little Whitney Houston. Rest your soul, Whitney Houston. I think she already came in this Life Path series already. But yeah, here she is again, Whitney Houston. Last but not least. Look how beautiful she is. Youthful. Don't do drugs, guys. Or if you're doing drugs, make sure you're doing like the right ones. The ones like Tylenol and stuff that's going to, like, you know, if you're sick, you know, those are only like over the counter. Other than that, you know, I'm okay with, you know, let me just stop before I get myself in trouble, okay? So anyways, guys, that was life path number 9. If you're still here in the video, you know I appreciate you. You're probably an OSG. Comment down below if you're still here in the OSG. If you guys haven't already and you're still new to this channel, please, 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 I don't even want to say please, subscribe, okay? Subscribe. And then by the time you subscribe, hit that notification bell too. Because when these videos drop, I want you to get them fresh off the. And then last 2 things, drop a comment down below, especially if you need some help, if you need some guidance, if you're lost, if you have any questions, we're over here to help. That's the reason why we have this channel, okay? And then last but not least, did I say everything? Oh, thumbs up. Like the video if you haven't. Like the video, okay? Helps us get out to Life Path 9s, helps us get out to people who want to see the video, and it helps the channel grow. It's Friday. I'm about to live it up. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't work too hard, okay? Love you. Forever out.